All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is Duffers Review, the 19th hole, and we are going on a little later. I'm going on a little later because we have some very, very special guests tonight that are going to be joining me for a full lineup of questions and stuff coming out. But let's get back to basics. Let's talk about what this is. This is Duffers Review 19th hole. This is where Duffers of all skill sets come together to talk about golf and what's going on in this week in the review. So we're going to be bringing to the stage here two gentlemen that I admire very much so and love going out to see them, but it's the 19th hole. It's Friday, 7 o'clock. So I got to do a little broadcasting here to something new. It's the 19th hole, so you got to pour yourself a drink. So tonight we are going to be pouring the Bumbu, the original rum. Now, here's what's cool. Bumbu, the original Barbados rum, is made with a blend of sugar, cane from 8 different countries. All right. The bottle contains a blend of rums, some aged as long as 15 years. The end result is made of a simple syrup hue with few peach nectar notes, kind of on the nose. Wait, I think it gives a little bit of a toffee footprint. But hey, when you're in the house, Duffer style, you got to pour it on that cube. It's the 19th hole. So with that, I got to bring the boys in. Joining me tonight from North Carolina, Derek and Diego from the Pick'em Pros have finally decided to jump in to the house and talk some, I'm sure we're going to be talking some trash. We're going to be talking some golf. We're going to be talking some all kind of things. We're going to save the trash piece to the end. We're going to go out in a flame. I got some stuff for them designed for it. This has been a long time coming.
Man, yeah. We basically stay ready and have been here, waiting. Like we said, we roll out of bed and do what we do, man. We just do what we do, and we do what we do, and we can do it.
First up, cheers up to you guys.
Hey, man,
cheers. You got to do it.
I'm a cup, man. What you drink, man? You're empty cup, man. You don't have a cup?
No, I don't have a cup, man.
Okay, all right.
We're going to see how this unfolds when we're on the courts. We're definitely have to come up with some handicap challenges, Duffer style, for Diego here. That's for damn sure. But this is exciting. First of all, we're in a different time slot, just so we can get the Pick'em Pros in, because they've been dodging and hiding all over the place like crazy. We had originally scheduled something out for kind of middle of the summer near the U.S. Open last year, but we never got it on the calendar. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to blame both sides for that one. But they can't hide this time. Mm-hmm. Every year, the Pick'em Pros and TNT Creative, which is a very, very established editing firm that has done a lot of our videos and brought them to life for me, which has always been an absolute pleasure. Thank you guys so much for that. But this year, if I'm not mistaken, the tournament is a Pick'em Pros tournament, right?
Well, kind of. So Pick'em Pros is like a presenting sponsor. So I'm slowly transforming it. At some point, Pick'em Pros may take the tournament over totally. But right now, I'm easing folks into it. So right now, we're a presenting sponsor. We will be at the 17th hole all tournament long, as everybody comes by and talk junk to them and have a special challenge for that hole. And those that hit the green, extra money will go to the cause that night, the Aphasia Project, which affects so many people. So we're a big time sponsor of it. Nice. We'll eventually take it over.
So this is how this feud started, just so people can understand it, is last year at the tournament, the Pick'em Pros decided to go and broadcast a podcast instead of showing up to playing some golf with the Duffers. Mm-hmm. Didn't even invite us to the podcast. So it threw some evil lines in the sand to fly all that way, not once, not twice. Yeah. But this is going to be this year's going to be what, our fourth time?
I was trying to remember the other day, third or fourth. We can call it fourth.
Me and
it will be the fourth.
It is the fourth because me and Chris. It was me and Nick.
That's right.
It was me and Kendall. Right. Kendall's the returning Duffer this year.
That's right.
So it's going to be the fourth time
Fourth time.
coming out for this tournament to show our love.
You know, we're like celebrities now, man. So we had some pretty big obligations that day, man.
Whatever. That is some BS. You might be a little bit further along the line now, but to blow us off for that nonsense last year was insane. So this year,
speaking of, Diego said he can he's got about 5 minutes with
I got about 5 minutes. I got some other obligations I gotta do, so.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna try and duck out on me in here?
But I'll be with you the whole time. I'm here.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. All right. Well, since Diego's got to bounce, we're gonna shift. We'll get back to the backstory after he bounces. But I do want to get his intake. I want the Pick'em Pros intake on my very next two subjects.
Okay.
I've run them back for the last 2 weeks. We actually got 3 subjects, and since it's 5 minutes, I want to spend a minute on this one. I'm going to shift this one around because I really want to get your guys' take on this together, and then you can bounce in the middle of the other component this week. So first up is the PGA nerfing golf courses reviews. It's a hot topic. I want to know from the Pick'em Pros.
Interesting.
Watching all sports.
Yeah.
Do you guys think right now, because of the lack of fan favorite names that have moved over to the other side of golf play, do you think PGA is nerfing courses for views so we can get some ridiculously low scores to make it seem like a bunch of no names, never made cut players that all of a sudden find themselves in the upper echelons of the PGA Tour boards?
Interesting.
Because the other half left.
You got the no name scoring high scores or low scores. Okay. Interesting. So Harley,
what's your take, Diego?
What's your take on this, man?
I think they might be because Liv is, they're coming in hot. So I mean, they're trying to do something to try and stay at the top people.
Yeah, dropping that money.
So you think you've seen it? You've seen from what has been out and shown on TV so far. What we've seen played: Genesis, PGA, the Waste Management, Farmers. That the courses I think are playing a little too easy. Even look at Riviera.
I'm gonna say no. I just think that with the PGA, they're scrapping. You've got, you truly, if you don't make the cut, you don't eat. You know what I mean? So guys are like playing for their lives, literally.
Okay, but 20 under for their lives? You got players in the last 4 tournaments, all right, that finally can re-up their cards, got moved up to the upper echelons, the top 50, technically in the world.
Right.
Prior to that, they missed cuts left and right. They couldn't even make it into a tournament. And now all of a sudden they're shooting 20 under. I mean, come on. That's Tiger Woods, video game golf scores. Right? Me and Greg over at the Pinehurst 6, we got into it. We went deep into it. He called last week's 17 under at Riviera. I go, but in the very same podcast, we talked about Tiger Woods being back. Now, Thursday and Friday were record-breaking views.
Right. And
my quote that I love that Greg put out there, Tiger Woods doesn't move the needle. He is the needle. Tiger decided to say, hey, the In-N-Out burgers, they made me sick. I got to leave. Sorry, everybody. And more than 50% of the viewership fell off.
Yeah. Making
the point. No one, I don't even think they made the main stage as far as CBS or anything on Saturday and Sunday. It was just a big miss. Yeah. We all went to the internet to see what was being said, what Tiger was doing, is he okay, blah, blah, blah. Right? And I still think it's the In-N-Out. Spieth got sick as well or something, but I think he finished it out. So to me, I'm still holding to the fact that there's just something way too fishy. Scores are going way, way too low for a bunch of people that if they had that ability, they would be getting offers from Liv. They would have been namesake. They'd have been running down Tiger and these guys for the last 3 or 4 years. Now all of a sudden they can do it.
Yeah.
No, I think some courses need to be looked at a little bit different. I think they're definitely making them easier to chase some very, very low scores.
Yeah.
That's a good insight. I like your guys' insight on that. I love it. You guys are always kind of like yin and yang in the pick 'em pros over there. But Tiger Woods back. Yes or no? You think he's coming? You think he's got anything in the tank for the season outside of bad burgers?
You kick us off, Diego.
I don't know. I don't know about that one. I don't think so.
Oh man, this is Duffers' 19th hole.
Yeah.
You can't think so. No. Yes or no?
No, he's not back. He's done.
He's done. Diego's calling. He's drawing the line in the sand. Tiger Woods is done.
He's gotten injured too much and just yeah. So he's done.
So they're just gonna keep on carting him out there for fanfare.
Yeah, man. I love Tiger Woods. I love Tiger. Love him. I'm not gonna say that he's done forever, although kind of feel like he is, but I'm not gonna say that. But I am gonna say that he's not back, especially this year. I still don't see it. Between the shanks and the supposed In-N-Out burger and not finishing and all that type of stuff. I mean, yeah, he could have a couple of great holes and have flashes. But sadly, that's all it is, man. And
so this is what's really unique because you guys know the PIF money, right? Who's the best social media, whatever, blah blah blah. I still think Tiger Woods, hands down, will own that championship anytime he wants to do it. He puts out a swing video and gets 2 million views, right? I mean, so I think he's everybody loves the underdog story, the comeback story. Is it there? I think we kind of talked about it last week. I think everybody knows the Tiger Woods story. Mm-hmm. Nobody else has got enough fanfare. Closest is maybe Rory. A little bit of Spieth that has a story of chase, a story of success, right? No one's remotely close to a Tiger level. So it makes all these other sub-stories a little bit less, to follow. Mm-hmm. And we see that in Netflix's, Full Swing. First season, really, it was, I think that was like, holy crap, the Tiger Woods story, so question mark. Mm-hmm. We have to introduce and go deeper with new background stories. We got to find people to like, right? Yeah. We got to find people to bring a new story, which roll in Charlie, right? Charlie Woods is the next. Will he do it? Mm-hmm. I said last week, I think it's going to be unbelievably interesting. I think there'll be a point where he eventually will make his scene. I don't think he will beat Tiger Woods's entry as far as youngest, dominating, everything and stuff like that. Because Tiger didn't have the social media when he started. Right. He didn't have that, footprint. So Diego, do you think Charlie has a shot at the father's records in any way, shape, or form?
Yeah, I think he definitely has a shot.
You think he can run down 83 wins? And
no, I don't
16 majors. See, I say you got to know Tiger's background here to make that statement here. I think he will. Here's my prediction on that. I think he does what Jordan's kids did for basketball. I think the shadow's too big. Yeah. I think Charlie will last longer, right? But I don't. I think the shadow's too big. I think that's a mountain we don't see climbed. And what was sad is I think he's the one. I mean, it's kind of like the Messiah coming home. Like he'd be the one that I could see going after it.
Yeah,
was a different era. And go ahead.
He has enough of an appeal to where he could allow us to finally transition from Tiger. But will he have the story? Right, because he has a story. Will he have the game? It's about impossible.
That's one of those. It's like I'm such a Tiger fan, right?
Yeah.
Every week we mention Tiger in some fashion or fame or fortune here. There's something, right? I think Charlie has the story. I think it's still too young to see it. I also think Tiger is too protective for what he went through to let him go too soon.
Yeah.
But we'll see. What I am surprised, and we'll use this as a transition because I want to see this. And then right after you give me your input on this, Diego, if you got to go, you got to go. SDR. Tiger Woods' new logo, SDR, right? It's the Sunday Red. You guys a fan? Are you not a fan? Give me your insight.
Oh. Now you're the logo guy, so yeah. What do you think about that?
Nah, I think it looks like a little bit like Puma's logo, but just like
different.
I don't know. I don't really like it that much.
But here isn't. No, Puma is part of Cobra. Puma and Cobra in bed together, not TaylorMade.
Yeah.
The best example somebody said is from The Lion King. When Rafiki paints the stuff up on the tree. Like, this is really tough because am I gonna get it? Of course. I'll have something in my arsenal. Some of this stuff looks pretty tight. But the logo itself, it's kind of one of these. If it's down here like this, I'll probably own a piece of Tiger, new line.
I like the Tiger. I don't like the Sunday Red font and the SDR and all that. I'm fine with the concept, but
you're fine. Remove the Sunday Red. Just make it. Just get rid of the the SDR. Just kind of like the center of this hoodie here. Like if it's just this,
I rock that. Yeah, for sure.
It's enough for you to go, hey, it's Tiger, right? Yeah. It's where I see where he's going. I think he's got some unique looks here. I think he's got some unique concept of where he's going. Everyone's rocking a hoodie. We're in the year of the hoodies, right? The last 2 years is the breakout of the hoodies. But here's what I think is interesting. Let me see if I can get this one here. Check this out. Do you think, from a material wise, he can't go dry fit anymore? That's Nike. So if you actually look a little bit closer, it's almost, and here's an example. Here's a better look so you guys can see this here, right? It's almost like a cotton, right? Like a wool cotton blend. It's not dry fit. They can't. That's Nike. You know what I mean? Like that's a Nike material, so to speak. So I'm really interested to see when these things drop in May. Does it? One, I can already say the price tag is going to slap me in the face. I can already tell you that right now. I think it's going to be, completely unrealistically priced.
Right.
And I thought it was unique that they went. So this little kind of like is a sunglass holder. I have it on my pins and aces, right? It's the little loop that allows you to put sunglasses and hold it right here. I'm surprised Tiger went that way.
Yeah.
Right? Like on this little, because so many other Bogey Brothers, Pins and Aces, Good, Bad Birdie. Like, I mean, I can go down the list of polos sitting in the closet, like all have this little kind of square. Like, is that the new put my logo here, spot, for stuff to come out? Obviously, I mean, Tiger's, following suit in a way or fashion here. But it's going to be interesting. And it's going to be very, very interesting to say the least, right?
That will be. Yeah. You like the gear, man? Did you rock that on the course?
I might rock his stuff.
Okay. All right.
See, I have no doubt Diego will rock it. Like I say, with the new hoodies. I'm interested, here's what I'm really interested about this, because this hoodie has been all the craze and talk about it. It's a seamless hoodie, meaning there's no seams, right? Like on most hoodies, something like this, like where they kind of end up sewing it together at some point. Right. It's a seamless cut hoodie. which is almost dry fit-esque, almost body, cultured-esque.
Right.
I don't know.
It's interesting. Yeah. I like the tiger part of the logo. Yeah, it's just that font for the Sunday Red, but I like that. Yeah, when I'm not wearing Pick'em Pros gear, which is the best gear you could wear, I'd wear that if I had to cut the grass or something.
Let me put it this way: if it's not in my gift bag this year when I get down there, we're really gonna throw some shade on Coach.
If Tiger apparel or Pick'em Pro apparel,
Pick'em Pro apparel. I better have some Pick'em Pro apparel in my gear and stuff like that. All right, Diego, you got a bail?
Yeah. I think it's about time.
Yeah, your agent calling you.
Yeah, guy. Yeah, he's calling me, man.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Diego is out of the house for the rest of the night. But I will see you. I will see you here soon. We are in the month countdown. You're 28 days away.
A month from today, 4 weeks from today, man.
That's right. He's 28 days from an ass whooping. Which brings us to Pick'em Pros versus Duffers. All right. Mr. Pick'em Pro is in the house right now, and we're going to talk Pick'em Pros versus Duffers. This tournament has been one of my favorites to go to every year. Down at Lonnie Pool is hosting the TNT Creative / Pick'em Pros Super Tournament. This year's donor is what are we collecting for this year?
The Triangle Aphasia Project. So
Triangle Aphasia Project. Give us a little insight on that.
Aphasia is disease that impacts people's speech. So they know what's going on, they're aware, but just can't speak the way that they would like to. So, and it something that can be caused, like a stroke can then cause you to have aphasia, or it's something that can happen as you age, or other things, kind of similar to like Alzheimer's. And there's a local chapter here in this area. Is the Triangle area, what they call the Raleigh-Durham area. So there's a Triangle chapter of aphasia, and going to be out there with us. They'll be at the 17th hole with us all day, and awesome. Our goal is to at least raise $10,000 for them to continue to do all the great work that they're doing.
Well, we're definitely bringing our pocketbooks, for this one, and we're going to be partaking in every shenanigan we can possibly do on the course. I'm excited for this tournament. It really is one of since we kind of got back together in life, and a lot of people don't know this, but me and Derek go all the way back to middle school. We came up.
Oh my God.
From the hood of Warrenville. And Chicago, Illinois, and the Internet of Things, right? The Internet of Things is reaching out, touch, and ran across each other on Facebook, and it was an immediate this is literally one of those brothers from another mother that I could say we picked up right where we left off when they snuck out of town at night undercover and didn't let anybody know they were leaving. That's how Derek bailed out on the Ville. One day it was gone and didn't let anybody know. We were like, what the hell?
Had to escape the mean streets.
I'm telling you, it's Gangsterville out there, man. It was gangster out in Warrenville. All the damn cornfields. You never knew what was coming out. Which brings us to kind of a second nature like this. I actually really hope we can do it. We need to find some time. So we're coming out, myself and the professor are coming out to North Carolina to play in the TNT Creative tournament. I will make sure the link and stuff is in the end of this video as well. So for those that either are out there in the North Carolina area, please sign up, come out and play. I think that would be amazing. If you can't, know there's a donation component to it on the site, so we'll make sure that is in the links and stuff as well to follow. Donate. It is very, 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 very good cause. To do that. Absolutely. What is great though is we're coming out early. The professor and I are dropping in Wednesday night. Thursday, we're going to do a normal Duffer review. We're going to get out there and review a new course out in the area. Friday, we're going to be loosened up from that review. I'm going to be ready to take on the tournament, talk smack all day to the Pick'em pros so we can roll into Saturday.
That's right.
Saturday is the battle of battles. Duffers Review versus Pick'em Pros. And Derek and Diego have been swearing up and down that their Burger King diets, rolling straight out of bed, can come out and take on the Duffers.
Right.
And just are going to manhandle us. That's what they say. What is unique, we're going to talk about this here. Where is it? I got it here. Because we're not doing a multi-day tournament like we were going to do before, because we're too scared to come out with this on Thursday.
It doesn't take multiple days to beat somebody's ass. Just do it real quick and just be done with it. You know what I mean? So
the question for you is, you guys stated, I gave you all kinds of options last year.
Okay.
And your reply, I'm looking at it, was these are some awesome options. I consulted with my partner Diego, and make sure I'm on this over here so I don't misconstrue your words here. And we choose Scramble as their first choice and Chapman as the second choice, if I understand it correctly. The format of Chapman seems to be the format they use on the match on TNT. Diego is 13. This is how long they've been ducking us, because he's rolling into 15 now, right?
He just turned 14 in January.
Just turned 14. So he's a year behind Charlie. Yeah. We gotta get Diego some lessons, because I want to see the Diego versus Charlie championship coming down the pipe here soon. And we're going to consult, because our goal is Thursday. The Duffers and Pick'em Pros are to break bread, and determine Diego's handicap. As much as these guys want to talk all the trash in the world and say they can roll right out of bed, I'm not going to get that. I'm not going to get blasted by the world of the internet saying you're beating up on a 14-year-old and you didn't give him any strokes or handicaps. So we will present them. Now, whether you guys take them or not, that is entirely on your guys' accord. The ass whooping will happen one way or the other. So I think we're gonna roll. I don't think Scramble is enough for one day, so I think we're gonna probably roll Chapman.
That what they do for the match is like alternate shots or something like that.
Alternate shot. Yeah, exactly. Each member takes a shot and teammates just switches the ball from each other. I think that's going to be the best variable.
Sounds good.
I mean, for all Duffers, included. I think that because Mr. Left-hander, the professor, like he plays his game from a weird side of the course. I play it from the right side of the course. So making a switch up, having to play it componently is going to be definitely a unique twist. I think that'll definitely add a handicap to it. And for all those over 21, this is the Duffers versus Pick'em Pros tournament.
Okay.
Sir Pick'em Pro here is going to have to drink for his son.
Okay.
And he's going to have to maintain. And I almost want to say I really want to bring this bottle for you, man. This is actually a very, very good bottle.
Yeah, that's a beautiful bottle.
We normally run Zacapa, and I'm not dissing them. Love them. They're my favorite. But I got introduced to this the other night here as a birthday gift from my neighbor, and it's in my new top 5. It's up there. Nice. It was very instant impact.
Yeah.
Bumbu.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna pick up a bottle of Bumbu for the tournament. And bring it out, for the dude bag and stuff like that. So there will be some shenanigan stuff that we're going to have to deal with, because I'm telling you, some of the, if you haven't seen it, go check out the North Carolina episodes. Derek is in rare form when we broke out the Zacapa a couple of years back. So we're going to make sure he's playing Duffer style when he's out there.
Yeah.
But maybe we just have to tie, Diego's shoelaces together or something. We're going to come up with a handicap for when he gets a birdie or a par.
Yeah. And,
We
you know,
shall see.
and Tiger never responded to me calling him out
Uh,
back during the North Carolina episode either.
So here's what's funny is, I mean, I call Tiger out all the time. This last time we called him out, I think he's still dealing with that in and out. Like that is no joke. That burger will tear up a system. He's been very quiet since eating that burger, man. So I mean, you might have to give him an extra month or two to recover.
Okay.
He's focusing on so much other stuff. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's happening. It is. It's on the calendar. The flights have been booked. Yeah. The hotel has been booked. The rent-a-car has been booked. The tournament has been booked and paid for. Mm-hmm. We still need to figure out where we're playing Saturday. And we need to figure out where we're playing Sunday. Those are the two last open options. And I definitely can't wait for these next few weeks coming. I got a whole bunch of surprises that are, now that it's on the calendar, that I've had in the bag for the Pick'em Pros. I'm crazy excited to get this content out. I cannot wait. It's going down in North Carolina, March 29th.
Yes.
The battles of the Duffers versus the Pick'em Pros. This is great. This is great. I'm so excited. Excited.
It's gonna be great, man. I appreciate you flying down again and just being such a big part of this tournament. It's gonna be fun, man. I mean, we're already set on teams.
Right? Yeah, we've sold out. We don't need any more room. Are you on a second flight yet?
We're basically at where we normally are. So I mean, clearly, 18 holes. I like to, in the past, we've kept it, 18, 20 teams just to really keep pace of play as optimum as possible. And we have the whole course. So it's not like they're then stacking other people as soon as we tee off. We have it, the whole day. So if we have 18 to 20 teams, it just flows. So we're already set for that. We can handle 25. 25 is my cap to where, okay, we can't have anyone else. So we've got a few extra.
Really? So that's unique because the only reason I say this because I'm literally, we're putting together a Duffers review tournament this year in conjunction with my brother out of Iowa, who runs the marketing department for Exile Brewery. Mm-hmm. And I'm helping him kind of put a Battle of the Breweries tournament and something together out there. And I told him, I was like, and your answer honestly might be you have the hookup, but most tournaments, at least for courses, want to have a flight A and a flight B because then they're kind of maintaining what a normal tee sheet day would have been. Mm-hmm. So for you to go out kind of short, you got the hookup. Is that what we're hearing? And that's kind of like or are you paying for it regardless?
Yeah, they're charging us pretty well. So yeah, they're good with us being out there and having 20 no more than 25 teams, so they'll accommodate. We could have 30 36, we could do that, but I just personally don't want to do that because I don't want to impact everybody's day as far as a slow pace. So I personally won't let us go beyond 25.
Hey, I like it. And this is a CEO move right here, and I like it. He's keeping his tournament to a very select. Mm-hmm. If you haven't gotten the invite,
select group.
You're not on the A list. I anticipate not getting the invite next year after this ass whipping we're going to put on him afterwards. So this might be my last appearance at the TNT Creative because you go hear about it for an entire year. Because the championship is going to be engraved. This is going to be immortalized. I can promise you that. You're gonna. I can't wait till you see it. I almost want to spoil it, but I'm not. We're ready for it. We're ready for it. The confidence level on both sides, I love it. There's no better, head-to-head battles when everyone comes absolutely confident to the table. So I'm crazy excited for it. This tournament is going to be great. Thursday night dinner. So we review everything. So we'll make sure. So Thursday night when we crack down and break bread, we doing full family. You bringing the wife out?
Well, that'll be interesting. I'm not sure just yet. I'm not sure just yet. So it depends on everything that's going on at, company, work, all that kind of stuff. But
All right.
I'll certainly be in the house and I'll see who and what I can drag along with me. So
yeah. And again, you just let us know, because again, we've got the means to get around. So just let us know if it's easier to do it out closer to the house, or it needs to be closer to the office.
all right. Gotcha.
I want to make sure. I definitely want to make sure the wife knows I'm in town, and I think about her, and I hope everything's all good at the home front. And all the other components that I know she was taking care of. I want to make sure that's also good.
Good.
Hey, Duffers, Pick'em Pro fans, thank you guys for coming out Friday night. I love this time slot for you. I'll move it for. This is the only man I'll move it for. Right.
Yeah.
This is Derek, Thompson. Only time you move a time slot is for a Thompson. That's plain.
That's right.
that's how it's done. Everybody else is like, no, you can't make it or whatever. I'll rock it alone. But I'll move a time slot for a Thompson. So, with that being said, I appreciate you taking the time coming out here. This is probably the most peaceful it's going to be. Is March 1st as we roll into this month. 28 days from the freaking battle of the battles. I'm so excited. I'm so pumped for this one. Yeah. The only variable that Derek throws at us every time is, for whatever reason, he'll be out posting videos, everything like that, shorts, putting on suntan lotion and freaking, sunglasses. And then we show up and it'd be 20 degrees, snow gear, and it'd be cold as hell. So he keeps on trying to throw that cold weather at us to hamper us. But I got battery socks this year, battery gloves, I got battery underwear. I'm gonna be warm. It's gonna be a full fight. We coming prepared. We're packing the big suitcases. So.
All right. Yeah, man. Y'all keep bringing that cold Arizona weather over here. I don't know what's going on.
That one. But again, we are getting you. You know what? I'm gonna make, when we break bread. I got another sub something. Also I would note it, because me and Derek did talk about this. What's gonna be really great about this battle of battles, both teams are coming with 18 questions. We're gonna swap questions every hole. You're gonna get to know a lot about us as we film this episode. It's gonna be a really good one. I'm crazy excited about this trip. This is going to be straight off the cuff. We're going to be breaking down some super barriers here, behind the scenes stuff. The breaking bread for the handicap meeting is going to be crazy excited. I'm really looking forward to that dinner. I'm trying to actually get Chase to come up for that dinner as well. So we'll both have sons at the table to keep the fathers back. And then Derek's got to bring out of retirement some Jays. We might have to go right to the basketball court, because he threw some fighting words out there on the internet that he's gonna have to back up. I'm sure he thinks he's undefeated. I wish we had phones back in the day, because you'd see some freaking off the wall him eating
crazy
jams.
You see some crazy
down in the Summer Lakes gym.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, man. Yeah, the clubhouse, the infamous clubhouse.
You know what? I love Jordan's new chorus. They call it the Slaughterhouse. I don't care what anyone says. That was the original Slaughterhouse. Yeah. That court was the most brutal. Oh man, what a hidden gem! And what's crazy, it's still there. That's the craziest thing to me. Is it's
still there, still the same, still has the mat. I mean, I was there this time last year. I was there. And
I'm telling you, we are going to have to coordinate a time that we're both in Chicago. We got to just do a Chicago trip, and let's do it. Let's book it. Let's get it on the calendar, because that one would be fun. We'll go knock out some golf courses, and we'll literally do a back in time. It's like let's do the Thompson walking through. What was the
crazy?
What was the complex that you guys were in behind the? I don't even remember what the name of the grocery store was, but what's the complex right behind there?
Well, Summer Lakes.
Summer Lakes is where you ended up, but you were also over in what was that? It was like condos or apartments or something right behind, because you were close. Then you guys moved, got a nice pad over in Summer Lakes, and then you went down to do the courts. But I do believe your guys' first footprint, because your dad was out at Bell Labs with my dad. Like I said, they both worked at this, which I still to this day it cracks me up. It was like,
that's crazy.
You didn't get that realization until this is, I mean, almost 6-7 years ago. I never really put that correlation together. Then we put it together later.
Right.
God, what is that? It's Country Ridge.
Shoot, I'm not even sure.
Anyways, I know exactly where it's at, and to see if it's still standing or not. Because I remember when they were being built, and then I also remember when you guys were there. Then I remember when you guys got the new pad. I guess it was just Warrenville is so crazy. Like I honestly, in all sincerity, I know it's been a few years since I've been back through there, and we talked about it. I don't like. I think like they say the staples like Summer Lakes, Emerald Green, you know, those are still there. Winchester, I think it's like those are still there.
Yes.
But everything else, like associated to it from restaurant and everything like that, I don't think is. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that's all been just revamped, redone, from the gas stations to the bowling alley was torn down. You know what I mean? Like there's just so much of a change. So I think it'd be really cool to do that, you know, back in the day. Here it once stood.
What was crazy though is Summer Lakes, it was weird being there because it was like a museum. To where it was exactly how it was when I left. Like so much, it was eerie. Like I was expecting to get there and stuff would be different and all that. I was like, huh? It was weird.
That's why I said I go when it comes to the complexes, right? Like I know exactly what you're feeling when I turn into Emerald Green. It's like a weird little like, and it's 1980 something. You know, and you're just like, oh my god, I can't believe, especially as a grown ass adult. And I see it and going, how the hell did we live in that small ass, you know, house?
Exactly.
You know, like it's eerie. It's crazy.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, down to the pools, like all that stuff. I mean, it was such good. We definitely got to do a Chicago trip. Shout out to all the places. We'll go down to Jordan's Steakhouse. You know, like we'll do the full reminiscence. Hell, we might even have to take in a Bulls game. Like we'll have to figure this out. The ultimate time to really do a full blown, you know, Chicago fanfare, and walk, you know, Diego and Chase and stuff through real, you know, history and time. So
absolutely,
Derek, I appreciate it so much. We've gone over, which is always awesome. I love it because the conversation is always great. I'm excited. 28 days. Like this is going to get crazy. It's going to get lit. These next week here, I'm excited because I got content just been waiting to throw over on that side of the house. I can't wait. It's going to be good.
Get out, man. Get out.
I'm telling you, I'm pumped. All right. Hey, Duffers, Pick'em Pros. What a wonderful night. This has been a great episode. I appreciate it so much for Derek and Diego coming into the house. With that being said, hey, make sure you guys like and subscribe both channels. Let us know where you want to play next. Throw out the ultimate sports question for these two to go head to head at. Some of the funniest stuff watching these go through it. I know for right now, whatever Diego's doing, whether he's just using AI or whatever, he's kicking dad's ass. So, I mean, I said it last year. I told these guys I'd be putting a Diego wager on it. All my winnings from this year's football, you know, taking Diego's picks is paying for this tournament to come down in there and whip their ass with Diego's money right there down in North Carolina. So I'm crazy excited. Derek, thank you again so much. Pick'em Pros, Duffers Review. Guys, we're out.